what is the big crisis at the moment that you're facing? Why is it that there seems to be no light at the end of the tunnel as far as small and micro enterprises are concerned? Yes, Mr. Raghunathan, go ahead.
I just got the line connected through. Good evening, Rajdeep. Okay, let me understand this. In my opinion, from the field, Mr. Mahesh spoke from the data and the survey.
Yes.
I speak from the field. The job loss, according to me, is close to about 3 crores. 3 crores. Let me explain to you what I mean by job loss. I mean job loss in 3 categories. Those who are unemployed, those who have reduction in salary, and those who are not receiving salary for the last 2 to 3 months. This is what I call them, because primarily job means occupation. When I occupy myself, I earn my bread and butter. And if I don't earn my bread and butter, if I simply keep myself only occupied, then it is again a job loss for me. And now, if you see, why is this happening? Is it happening because of only Corona or COVID? Not really. The employers are being lost in this country now, and that is the reason employees are getting lost. Now, employers are getting lost for what? Directly by Corona, deaths are more, employers are gone now, and secondly, because of the various impacts which they have been facing. Now, if you take, for example, in any industry, we talk about direct employment, indirect employment. The same way, due to the Corona, if you take that, if I take a festival, for example, if there is no festival, then there are several people who are dependent on the festival who lose their income. If there is no marriages, there are people dependent on that who lose their income. Tourism, if it is not there, they lose their income. Gym, saloon, spas, if it is not there, they depend upon, they lose their income. Same way, in the company, if we run, I'll give you a small example, Rajdeep. If I'm doing a turnover of 100 rupees a month, and if I make 20 rupees of a profit every month to cover my overheads and the interest and things like that. Suppose if I lost 8 months due to the lockdown condition, last year 6 months, this year 2 months, I assume that I'll be back into normal. Then I have lost 20 rupees a month into 8 months, 160 rupees. Now, if I have to do at 30% more in sales,
yes,
which is at 130 rupees. If I take 20% of 130 rupees, I make 6 rupees additionally. To cover my 160 rupees, I need 28 months at 30% increase in sales.
You're saying therefore effectively that the damage caused by 6 months of a lockdown last year and 2 months of a lockdown this year is something that you will take 28 months to recover from. Am I correct?
With an assumption that I will do 30% more business.
Okay, I've got it.
But in reality, it is not so. My raw material prices have gone up by 45%. So it is continuously eroding me. So before COVID, if there are already people who have done business with accumulated losses,
right,
be it automobile sector, micro industries, or be it real estate sector, they continue to make losses only. So when are we going to see the light back? When are we going to recover back? When are we going to provide jobs?
Let me take that to P.N. Vijay and Gaurav. P.N. Vijay, why don't you take a shot at this? When are we going to see the light back? You see, the government spokesperson say that all is well, that we are going to see a V-shaped recovery, that therefore what you're seeing are temporary blips caused by the pandemic last year and now 2 months this year, that things will get better, that there are these dormant energies that will be released the moment the economy opens up. Is it as bright as that, or as Mr. Raghunathan is saying, this is a long-term serious crisis?
I think I go with what Mahesh was saying earlier in his chat with you. Of course, I don't represent the government or the BJP now, but the problem is very serious, Rajdeep. Let me split it into 2 different problems. One is the spike in the unemployment rate, both rural and urban, is to a large extent due to the COVID. We saw that in May, remember, when these numbers shot up to 14, 15%. They did come back to 10% levels in September, October, which meant that some of the unorganized sector got back their jobs, as CMIE data also say. But then that's only part of the story, because on a slightly longer term basis, from the last 3 years, there has been job destruction in the country. The number of people employed has come down by something like 8 to 9%. And even after COVID-2, I feel that the unemployment in this country may be close to double figures, maybe 9 to 10%, which is alarming. And the sad part is, there are two things about this. The first thing is, the government does not recognize this as a big problem. This, I think, is the biggest problem we have in India today. That everybody, as the previous gentleman was saying, is seeing in the unorganized sector total mayhem, businesses being decimated. But people still talk in aggregates and fiscal deficits and this, that. And in that aggregates, the unemployment rate doesn't figure at all. Neither from the finance ministry nor from the RBI have I seen a serious statement on the job crisis. So the first thing government should do is recognize that it has a very serious problem. And this is the root of all problems, because as Mahesh was saying, the incomes are falling. So how are you going to revive an economy and get jobs? There is no demand. So you need to increase demand in the economy. 97% of people, if they're saying they're worse off than 1 year back, then they're not going to go out and spend money, right? So how are you going to revive this economy even after COVID? There is no serious suggestion from the government on that. The problem is all supply side economics from the government. There is no demand economics. And I think if you want me to sound positive, after COVID, government has to bring in some sort of unemployment dole, something like Narega in urban areas. This is the first vaccination or injection we have to give.